chat already. Hold on, I'm home, obviously. Good morning, everyone. Won't be able to catch the live today. Oh, we'll miss you, Erica. All right. It's Monday, which means it is my Monday morning hangout with my members, chat. Well, I hang out with everybody on the internet at 10 a.m. on Monday. So if you're not a member and you're like, you're hanging out with me too, welcome. It's fine. But I do update most of the time on what's new for the members. But today I have my free gift that I love to give every single year, which is a free printable planner. Hey, April. Hey, AVS Angel. What is your actual name? So I can stop calling you that. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Daryl. Hey, Miss Barney 84. So today I actually launched the free printable planner, but there's also more for the members that are on the What's New page. So the free printable one is linked down below, as well as all the planner doodads I'll talk about today in my Amazon store, or I'll let you know if it's my product or if it's a member product. I don't know. We'll go over it. It's kind of a big deal. I've been planning since I was 12, maybe, since planners were not a thing, and I would literally wait until like June, because then they would come out with the school planners, and so then I would plan, and then I didn't really get into like creative planning until a little later. Thank you for loving my sweatshirt. This is actually from Two Wild Roses Boutique, Tiffany's boutique, from last year. I don't know if she has it this year, but if she doesn't, I see a DIY that could be easily done if she doesn't have it. So doggos are outside. Hopefully they leave us alone, but it's kind of cold, so they want to come inside maybe, and then they're going to be super annoying. But how is everyone doing? I just got back from Disneyland. I'm tired, but I love showing up on Monday mornings with you guys. And I just wanted to show you guys how I'm going to be using this printable planner, my whole planner setup for 2022, what I'm planning to do with my planning system. Hey, Clarita. Hey, Sherry. And also just take any questions about planning. I'm obsessed with planning. I love it. I know I jumped into bullet journaling a couple years ago, and then I kind of hybrided them when I came out with my own bullet journal planner, but I'm really learning like bullet journaling is for one type of people and planning is for another type of people. And for me, I am just so extremely busy now that a bullet journal isn't really something that I can keep up on. Thank you, Haley, for being excited. I'm obsessed, but I buy and never use. Yeah, so that is kind of my goal, is to help you guys learn how to plan productively and not just buy planners because they're cute. I literally have been planning since I was 12, and I think I was able to ease my way into the productivity side of it because planners were not a hobby back when I started planning. So when I was working 2 jobs and I was, starting my own little businesses as a teenager, and I don't know, I had quite a bit of jobs, like if you were to add them all up, because I would babysit for people, but then I'd also like host camps, and I would do all these things. And so, hey, Tiff, and so I've just always been a planner. And then obviously I have ADHD. I don't know if it's obvious for everyone, but I think I handle it really well because I have so many systems in place, and I have strong time management skills and structural skills. And I don't want to brag, but I've been reading books where people literally are teaching us how to do things. Like I've been reading Atomic Habits, and it literally just brags for the first beginning of the book. And I'm like, but you know what? That is needed, because we need to know that who's teaching us is actually really good at these things. I'm really bad at a lot of things, but I'm actually really, really good at time management, boundaries for my own mental health and my own physical health and things like that. And so, Tiff says, I'm reading Atomic Habits too. It's the bomb. Yeah, me and Dustin are listening to it, and it is game changer. So if you guys want to read a really good book or listen to a really good book on audio.com or whatever it's called, Audible, I don't know, Dustin plays it and I listen to it. Atomic Habits is really good. So I just wanted to let you know, like, I have been planning for a very long time. So I know it works. I know it doesn't work. I jumped into the bullet journaling world brand new a couple years ago, and I was like, this is cool, but it's not really the most productive way to plan, but it is a really awesome creative mental outlet. And honestly, 2019 was my bullet journaling year. Thank the Lord, because it helped me process through so much garbage. And I can open that book up, and a year I can't even remember, I at least wrote it down, and it's a really ugly journal, but it's there. And when I'm ready to look back at it, it's there. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you how I'm compartmentalizing my planner and my Bujo, which I'm going to stick to the Bujo that I have because it's mine, and I really want to just finish it out strong. So this is the one from this year, and this is the one I'm moving into 2022 with. So this will be the structure for my memory keeping. Basically, I am going to use this to write down all of the memories that we do, keep the month pretty and cute with stickers. And I also love taking sermon notes in this thing. This is actually where I'm the most creative, and because I have ADHD, when I'm listening to something, I have to be writing or drawing, and so I take my sermon notes really like creatively. And then when you go in, and if you have time to draw or highlight on them, there's the spread I was looking for earlier that I couldn't find. Then let me see if I, like, even if you just go in and highlight just with one color, like afterwards, to make some things pop, this is what I love this journal for. So if you have the Bujo, because I know a lot of you guys have it, I'm not gonna abandon this, but it is no longer going to be used for productivity in my life. It is gonna be used for memories and cuteness and stickers and all the things. And I wanted to show you how 2020 really threw me off because obviously, like, life halted. Love doing my sermon notes in my Bujo. Yeah, so convention notes, any like note taking on anything you want to be able to remember, I love putting in here. Sam says, I can't wait to plan out my 2022 Bujo the next couple of weeks. Yeah, this is one of my favorite things to do in December. It's just to slow down, reflect on the entire year, be grateful for what may have seemed like what was bad and what may have seemed like and what was good, and then move into the next year with a fresh mind, kind of wrapping up the year and putting it away and having it on the shelf for me to go back and look at. Just like my 2019 year, I'm pretty much ready to just kind of like open up about 2019 and things that have happened in that, because I've been able to actually look at that journal without like crying, basically. So one day I'll open that up with you guys and we can process or something. Or I don't know, maybe I'll write a book about it. I'm working on my Bujo this month. I can't wait to start using it in January. Yeah, if you can set things up beforehand, it can get you off to a really good start. I know for me, when I get really busy and then all of a sudden the month is a new month and I'm like, I didn't print stickers, I didn't pick a theme, I'm over it. So taking this season of December, I know December's really crazy, but for me, like the week from Christmas to New Year's, that's when I print all of our pictures for the year. I have videos up of how I've done that, and I still stand by that. I make a collage of every photo out of my phone that I want to keep, and I just print it on an 8x10 from Walgreens. I pretty much do it like on Christmas Eve because I want to just plan for the week after Christmas. So it's like, I don't know. It always works out that I end up at Walgreens on Christmas Eve printing all my photos for the year so that I can have them for that lowly week of after Christmas where life is just slow, and I wish it was like that all the time, but it's not. Okay, so 2020 was where the year of bullet journaling for me just kind of halted. I was going so strong and doing so amazing, and I was printing out my stickers and my pictures, and then COVID hit, and like, look at those sermon notes. Like, seriously, man, I think this was during COVID. I actually had a lot more time to take sermon notes, and that's where I realized, okay, the journaling and notes part of this planner is my favorite, whereas sometimes, I think there's even a month in here that I pre-laid it out and I wrote in it with another color, like everything that's in this color actually happened, and there was nothing on it because everything was canceled. So look at those sermon notes. Like I mean, when you're worshiping at home, you had a lot of time to color in your journal. But I think this was all either right when COVID happened. Yeah, because St. Patrick's Day, coronavirus, there's where it started. So crazy. Okay, it says the weirdest week of my life ever. Praying it doesn't get too much weirder. Wow, okay, this was in 3/8/2020. So this was in March, right when it started. But basically our lives have been put on hold. Everything has been canceled, and it's the weirdest feeling. For sure, a week for the history books. This is why planning is so important and documenting, because you can look back and hindsight is 2020, literally. Like, what on earth? So then I remember I was all into rainbows for coronavirus time. I was like, rainbows and sunshines, we'll get out of this. And I swear I'll get into the free printable part. I want to just kind of share with you guys like what was working and what wasn't. I tried a new layout. That was kind of weird. But after COVID, really, it wasn't just a week, and it became more of like our lifestyle. That is where, I kid you not, I was, look at Tiff. This was us on Good Day Sacramento with our masks on. We're going to be on Good Day again in a couple weeks, so I'm excited for that. But it's crazy how fast time goes. So I'll share with you guys, I don't have my sprocket out, but I love the sprocket. It was actually something I got for me and the girls 2 Christmases ago, and then I signed us up for the subscription on Amazon. And so we get like 40 new sprocket sheets a month, and we share those. So it was kind of like the year Christmas gift that just keeps giving. Can we get a close-up of the actual calendar part? This is my old one. This is the one from this year. Sorry, you have to get back to work. You can rewatch later if you're really interested in seeing all this, but I know planning is like a whole other world for some people. So that was kind of a reflection on where I was and what moved me into this year, which made me really want to go, okay, life is getting crazy again. You're traveling again. You are, your team has expanded. You have way more on your plate than you ever have. Journaling is cute. Journaling is needed, but journaling is not the best productive way for you to actually keep your systems in order and keep your ADHD, self-diagnosed ADHD in check. And I've never actually been diagnosed with ADHD, but after talking to a therapist who has ADHD and us comparing like the functionality of like systems and why like literally everything in my brain needs to be a system, from what I wear every day to how and reading Atomic Habits has helped me, because it made me realize like you're not crazy for wanting a extremely structured routine and extremely structured lifestyle, because if I'm not, then I just feel completely out of control. And so I have moments when I can be out of control. That's the beauty of it. I can celebrate like a whole day of nothing to do, and your brain can just go blah, 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 and get it all out. So with that, I was having extreme anxiety a couple days ago, and I literally, while I was at Disneyland, purchased these 3 things, and I'm going to show you what they are. But those are for something that my brain needed. I was like, I have so much in my brain right now, and I don't know where to put it down at the moment. And so I've kind of like compiled all the things I've been doing and going, okay, let's get it organized. Can we see the 2022 Bujo First page showing the index? Yes, I know that this is a huge like stop in which is the first page. So I know that this is like something that kind of daunts people and gets people scared. So I just do want to give you a rundown of what the index looks like. So basically the way that this planner is structured, if you have it or if you want it, it's on shopantite.com. Not the free planner. I'll show you the free printable in a second. It's different. It's a planner. So The first 20 pages are set up for your whole year, and however you want to do them, there are different structures to them. There are some that have just bullets, there are some that have grit, bubbles, and there are some that have weekly layouts like this, or like generalized layouts. They're faint enough that you can just draw over them. You don't have to do them exactly like what they are said to do. But what you do on the index is you tell yourself what all those pages are by writing them down and either just putting like an arrow to it or drawing it. And what I did was just did like a little mini page of what I wanted each one of those pages to look like. So I have my goals, my yearly roadmap, my events and parties, a weight tracker, period tracker, packing list, travel tracker, birthdays and other DIY gifts, DIY holiday gift guide, home projects, accomplishments, which I've never added to a bullet journal. I think I needed to do that because there's a lot of times I forget to look back and just go, look what you have done. Stop thinking about all the things you want to do, because then that's very helpful. Sketches, which actually may be moved. Lessons from God, because he teaches me a lot through the year. Sometimes they're painful, sometimes they're not so much. And a reflection for the whole year. And then each month also has 20 pages following each month. So there's a monthly index too. So these are for each month, and you get to pick what you want the 20 pages for each month to look like. You can either free flow it and then add it into here afterwards, or you can structure it first and then add it into here. Kind of like you do you, figure out what works best for you. But that's how I'm doing that. This is all going to literally be notes from places that I go, not meeting notes with like business stuff, but meeting notes with like people who I'm meeting, like having coffee with, and they need prayer or whatever, or a prayer list, or like anything that is like mental health and memories, all in here. Because I love printing and cutting super cute stickers for in there. And that is where I wanted to share with you. Not only is the free printable planner here, but I also did a free sample of every single thing that we have on the membership. And so if you have friends who are like, I just want to have, the planner or whatever, you can let them know. That's free. And then I have one sample of everything, and the Dumbo stickers are free. This is a full sheet, and usually I print them half sheets, but this is our sticker paper. So that is one of the #1 staples I use in planning, is our printable sticker paper for my own stickers. Love that. Okay, so then I'm using my planner for business, and the way I designed it was I wanted it to be fast and easy and simple. You can print it on a full sheet of paper and cut it and hole punch it, but Amazon has these, and I'm obsessed with these. It took me a second to get the flow of printing on them down. Like, you have to know your printer settings, making sure your printer is set to a half sheet or A5 or however, but once you get it down, you can print on the planner that I'm coming out with. And all planners I come out with are gonna be for this size, because I'm obsessed with the productivity that comes with having, and I'm just doing this to show you how many years I have used this system before, and I have 3 covers because I just love this system. This one is probably from Webster's, so I probably got it at Hobby Lobby. This one is from Hobby Lobby. This one, they might all be from Hobby Lobby, but I put them on the Amazon store too, because they have, this is the Agenda 52. So maybe Hobby Lobby, maybe Michael's. A lot of places carry this, and you can get one for like 10 bucks on Amazon. So I was like, this is the most productive business planner I've ever had, was being able to take my sheets in and out and add them and take them out and manipulate them and change them. So I laid this one out to show you how I printed them, but I basically just got this whole set and printed it on these so that I didn't have to hole punch, I didn't have to cut, everything was perfect size. It was like 500 sheets for, I don't know. You wanna go back outside? Sorry. Lives at home. Agenda 52 is Hobby Lobby brand. Yeah, so I pick them up at Hobby Lobby often because I am obsessed with the shells, and they're adorable when you pair them with like a pattern journal. Not that mix. This is my mix for this year. So I'm doing like monochromatic black and whites on the outside, and then on the inside I was gonna do rainbow. That's why the index was so bright, but I'm like, it is just not me. I really love like sleek and black and colored on the outside, but I'm pushing myself to a different comfort zone. And all my cute accessories from 'Tis So Sweet are so bright and colorful. So I was like, the insides are gonna look so cute with the little bags that I carry around for my planner. Okay, so with that, some of this is free, and then there's gonna be more pages that my members get too, but I'll start with the ones I know that I offer for free. So there's a master to-do list. I might not use this, but you guys might, and I'll show you why, because my to-do lists are gonna be in a different book. But if you like your master to-do list right here, this is how I was using it, and so I was like, I wanna have these, but my master lists are getting pretty crazy. Then there's gonna be a yearly option. So this actually, I love this spread. It has 31 slots and the 12 months. So this is literally a year. You can print this multiple times, and you can use it for a period tracker. You can use it for a countdown to events. You can highlight different weeks that you're gonna be on vacation and, you know, see how long you have to meet goals and things like that. There's so many things you can do with this spread, so I was really excited about this one. So I actually printed quite a few of them. And then there's this yearly layout, which I really like too, because I love being able to print something out for like birthdays or big parties or things that I need to save for. Just a glance at the year and like what is coming up big that you need to be preparing for. So like if there's something here, you know, we've got 6 months, or if you're here, you're like, I got a month until that event and I haven't done anything for it. But it also can help you visually see like, I have a lot of things I need to do before then, so I can break them up into this. You could print this for one event, and like say you have a December event and it's so big that you need to break up your steps into months and what you need to do. So these are very versatile printables, and I want them to be that way because I want you guys to find what works for you. But these are the most productive things I found. But I found that keeping it all in a book organized the way I wanted them isn't necessarily the way that is the most productive. So I can move these out if we're done with that event, or I can keep it if it was something I wanted to keep in a memory book or whatever. So all that. What else do we got for yearly? So this is all my yearly tab. So I made a tab for yearlies, and then I printed out all the yearlies. I also have a yearly 2-page spread option. So if you want a bigger view of the year, this one also has 31 slots for every single day. So this is a bigger view of the whole year. Love, love, love this printable planner. Thank you. Again, it is free to the world on our free sample page. Make sure to sign up for our newsletter if you're there. It'll pop up and you'll get all the info of everything we come out with. So learning to print 2 pages back to back is a process. So you'll have to, if you like a 2-page spread, you just have to learn how to do that. Otherwise you can have a note paper on the back. Okay, I think I printed a few of those, and I also printed one on the left side just to show. I did a lot of these for photos. Is there a member code this month? Absolutely, there's a member code this month. It will pop up in your face right as you're on the membership. I've also added quite a few new things to the membership in the last week while we were at Disneyland. I snuck in a bunch of really cool stuff. So, hopefully you guys see that. Okay, quarterly. I'm a huge quarterly planner. So this is kind of a yearly breakdown, same as the last one, but it kind of helps compartmentalize it by 3 months if you're kind of a person that gets overwhelmed by the whole year. And you're like, I don't want to know what I'm doing in 12 months. You can just plan out the quarter or the next quarter, and you can just do like your overview of bigger things that you have going on or things that you'd like to get done. But you don't have to. If you don't want to use the quarterly, you don't have to print the quarterly. So that's there for y'all to print. That's another quarterly because I like to do multiple spreads of the same thing for different things. So like this might be my quarterly event planning page, and then I have a quarterly team meetings page, and then I have a quarterly product launching page, and then a quarterly I don't know, fitness page or whatever you want to do, which I have a whole fitness planner in here, so I'm excited to show you guys that too. What else we got? That's quarterlies. Let's go into the monthlies. So I started with December. I did it all on one page because I end up really just either using this or using weeklies. I don't use both, but I am finding that like just having it all on one page, pretty easy and simple. And then if I do want to save this or get rid of it, it's only one sheet of paper. Monthly project breakdown. So this is a new spread for me. I've never actually used this spread, but I really liked it. Basically writing out the projects of the month and then splitting them into the weeks of the month and what you need to get done for those projects. If you have 5 projects, splitting the 5 projects into steps and seeing like, can I complete the whole thing in the month, or can I just get a chunk of it done? Maybe match it with your quarterly and go, I need 3 of these for one of those things. Here's another month. This is November and December. I was playing with it, and because we have a couple weeks of November left, I needed to spread across a whole month just to see it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, the holidays throw me off a lot with my time management, but it's all good. Okay, weekly schedule. I really like this because I also like the fact that it's not in my planner on one page, because I can print another one if I need to, if things change, if a new sports schedule comes out, I can start a new one. You could do one for each person. You could do the whole family and color code them. I printed out a bunch of them because I really like them. You can do each week on one of these if you want, or if you just want like an overview of what your rhythms look like for the week, having one of those. So there's that. Starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 10 p.m. So I wasn't sure. I'm like, do people want like a 5 a.m. one or all that? And then there's the daily routine, but there's Monday through Sunday. And this is a new thing I love, but I haven't used yet, and I'm really excited for it. It goes from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., but it's your rhythm and checklist, and I almost want to laminate these ones because these are the things I want to write my habits and my like rhythms. I like to call them rhythms, but instead of routines or like to-dos, rhythms, because then you just keep in the habit of doing them. But adding them to where they need to be on that day, and then you have that laminated so you can visually see like, I cannot put anything else on my plate on Mondays, or I have a whole day on Thursdays that I can do laundry and whatever. And so, or maybe that's a part of your rhythms. And then, is that all for weeklies? That's, even though it looks like a daily, it's a part of a weekly because there's Monday through Sunday in there. And then we have week of spread. So there's this whole week spread if you want to use that. It has a to-do list and then just a little overview of like anything that you're doing for that day. And I printed a bunch of those for myself. I don't know how many I printed of those. And there's a routine one as well you can print out if you don't like the Mondays and you just want like a Monday through Sunday, you can just print the regular routine out. If you have like a daily routine that happens every single day, you don't want to write it 7 times. And then these are covers. We actually have multiple of these for different things with like Etsy planner cover. These are just member only fitness planner cover. Oh look, I was counting down to my summer vacay. I was breaking it into weeks. And then we have the fitness planner, which I'm loving. It has your measurement spots on it and a countdown to what you might be trying to get fit for, and then action steps and healthy changes to add for each week. And then this is, let me just explain it. This is the 4 things that you want to do every single day for 12 weeks. it's a 12-week challenge printable. So you print this every 12 weeks and you start fresh, and you challenge yourself every single 12 weeks to hit a new goal, or stay healthy, or whatever you're trying to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be losing weight. It can be toning, getting more muscle mass. It can be anything that you want. But this is the 12-week planner. You don't have to print out this side. You can do a 12-week goal over here. It doesn't have to be a fitness goal. It can be any other goal. So that's a goal planner. But along with this one, it's a fitness planner. And I believe that is all of the freeness that I am giving away this year for you to print. But again, if you want to do this system, there's a lot of these all around the world. I added some from Amazon. And then these guys are what I bought, and I have a ton left over. This is just like a quarter of the stack I grabbed because it comes in a big old batch. And there are also really cute papers that you can buy that I added to my Amazon store that are craft paper, and you can print on that too. And then there's grid paper and bullet journal paper, which made me fall in love with the grid paper. I kept doing my master to-do lists on my grid paper, but then I would lose them, or I'd take them out and I'd forget them. So that's why I'm obsessed with these grid paper books. And these are for things that need like a lot of writing, but not necessarily like it's going to take up too much pages, pretty much. That's what it is. And so I have my video production book. This is going to be like scripts, shot lists, not ideas, because I have a spreadsheet on my computer for my idea videos. But basically every single video I'm going to be shooting gets a page, and shot list, all the things. I used to print those out, but I found that things just pop in my head really quickly, so giving it a title and putting it on paper might be helpful. New system, we'll see how that works. This system, by the way, is working great. This is actually my second list book, and I'm obsessed with this. So it's almost bullet journal style, but what it is, it's master lists, and these are the lists that I think of, and I go, okay, this is what I need to do, and these are the compartmentalized lists that they go into. So I have my website to-dos, studio to-dos, branding, because I'm working on some branding stuff, my team management, my home to-dos for my decor, my home to-dos for my organization, my videos to shoot, my live videos, ideas, add to site, news, I don't know what that means, actually. I have to look at the list, or I have to remember. ShopAuntieTay.com to-dos, business membership, and website promo videos. Those are the ones I'm working on right now. So what I do is when I think of a list that I need, I write it in the index, and then I give it a title on a page. And so I have studio to-dos, which I have not filled out yet. And I have branding, which I have not filled out yet because I've been working on wrapping up the website. So this actually is almost ready to be bubbled in. And some people ask why I call my bubble journals, and it's because I bubble to show myself when things are done. So an open bubble means it's not done yet, and a full bubble means it is done. And Dustin even last night was like, your bubbles are getting full. And I was like, yeah, they are. That's why I love the bubble system, because you can visually see those dark bubbles means I got it done. And if you guys follow my Instagram stories, you'll see that this thing was completely empty last night. So I made this list, I wrote it down, and my list rule is I don't mind seeing it all on paper. Some people might get overwhelmed with that, but for me, it's all up here somewhere. So getting it on here is just bringing it out and showing me like, you do have a lot on your mind. It needs to be out, and then you need to figure out how to get this done, or you need to nix it from your life. And so I wrote everything down, and what I've been doing on the website is I kind of had more general to-dos, and then this is literally the wrap it all up, every little link that was not working, or needed a new image, or needed a designer added to it or something. I just went through the whole website and wrote down every single thing. And the last thing I have is revamping the Disney characters. And then business membership is getting a full renovation pretty soon. So that's a whole nother list. That's why business membership was a whole nother list. But this was Craft Day Creators, and we are pretty much done. Disney needs to be changed over, and then you're gonna be seeing content fly at you constantly. Like I won't even be able to keep up with updating you guys because it's gonna be content for days. That is my list book. And then I made this one for trackers, but I might just save it for another list book because the list book fills up fast. Then my final book I bought, which I look back at my planners and I go, you love looking at this stuff and you want to throw this stuff away. So this stuff is going to be thrown away or recycled. We're going to recycle it. These pages, they get recycled. Once they're done and they're over, they get recycled. These pages, I want to keep forever and love them and memorize them and be reflective on those. Then I do one other thing that I was like, I really wish I had all of this in one space. I sketch ideas all the time, and they're the cutest little sketches, and I never thought they were cute. I mean they're cute, but I never realized how amazing they are when something actually comes to fruition. And you look back and you see a little sketch of it and you're like, oh my gosh, that was an idea once and now it's a reality. So I bought myself just a blank, this is literally just a blank book that is pink. So it goes with my aesthetic. It'll be like this for the year, like this. And I mean, I can change this one up if I want, and I want a cuter aesthetic, but I'm going to put sketches on this in gold glitter HTV, maybe not old gold. What's the gold I really, really love? Champagne. I might do it in champagne. And then sketches. So literally just sketches. Do you feel overwhelmed with how many books you are working on? I worry I won't do it if I had so many different lists and calendars for business and personal. That is an amazing question. I always used to look at people who had multiple books, and there are people out there who have way too many. Let me just tell you. So I'll show you what this looks like and what my day would look like with my planners. So realistically, I've got my sketchbook, which is going to stay honestly just in my bag. And this it doesn't necessarily need to go with me everywhere because I don't sketch all the time, but it's little and I can keep it in my bag. And this in my brain is like futuristic ideas or things I just want to draw out or I want to work on, or it might be like a concept that I'm working on right now. I am actually sketching up a dream crafting space that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys about soon. That's what actually inspired me to get it, because it was like, I want to document this in a sketchbook because it's gonna be epic. This goes with me on Sunday mornings to church, any event that I'm going to that needs notes, and or stays at home, because I'm gonna journal at night or in the morning or when I'm on my downtime. So this thing doesn't go with me anywhere anymore. It literally is just for me to reflect and journal. So compartmentalized at home, in my quiet space, in my peaceful space, in my area where I have my stickers and all the things, and it's a different thing for me than my planning life. These go with me everywhere. So this actually fits inside of this if you don't have too many things printed out. But look, this goes with me everywhere. So am I overwhelmed? No, I don't think so. And I feel like it helps me stay more on top of things, but also helps me like stay in rhythms, because it's like, okay, this goes with you every single day, everywhere you go. Or maybe it doesn't go with me on Sundays to church because I'm not, working when I go there, or if I'm going to high school ministry or I'm going on a trip or whatever where I want to unplug, this isn't going to go with me. This goes with me when my business brain is on. This goes with me everywhere, honestly. I think I'm probably going to take this with me everywhere and I just sketch in it with a pencil. So just this and a pencil if I need to. And later, sometimes when I get to like the creative planning space, I need like my colored pens and my markers and stuff. I'm not gonna do that necessarily on a business trip or something, but I might if I have extra space. Does that make sense? So it might seem overwhelming. I know I started with like a lot of books in your face, but those were really just ideas of like what I've done. I think for me, having different books would help flip the switch in my brain to focus on what I'm working on. Yes, and I compartmentalize everything because I have to. Because if you try to think of everything as a whole, you will get overwhelmed. And I think just being on a Disney high, being in the middle of the holidays, being in a moment where I'm like transitioning a lot of stuff and thinking about re-signing my lease at my office, and just my brain is in 8 million different places right now. And holiday parties, oh my gosh, I can't even with the holiday parties. We have about 5 coming up that, you know, I'm Auntie Tay, so when someone needs decor, guess who they ask? I just need to have like a bin full of like Christmas decor and be like, here, you can use this. But this helps how you, okay, perfect. I'm glad it helped to do that. But just know, like, I am with you guys, and I understand the feeling of failure when you buy a planner and you don't use it. Or that's why I really love printing my own, because if I printed out a page that didn't work, I just don't print that page again. If I printed out a page that really, really was perfect for me, I print a bunch of those. And I got the Epson Eco Tank again. I know it's like sold out everywhere, but I got it for our home for inkjet printer because it literally is amazing for printing. So I have it for sublimation at the office, and then I have it for printing here. So printing your planners is really cool. Tammy says, I have a lot going on. I need to plan. Yes, you need to write it down. You need to get it out. And what it really can help you do is realize you have too much on your plate, and you have to take a moment to look at how much time you have in your life and how much you have going on, and go, the square doesn't fit in the round hole. Like, it just doesn't fit. I have to either nix some stuff, or I have to figure out what is priority, or I need to maybe quit some stuff or stop saying yes, or wow, I'm not busy at all and I really have a lot of time on my hands. Like, what am I doing? It can go both ways. And I've been in all those seasons. I've been in the seasons where I'm like, you really do have time to be more helpful to people, or the opposite, like you gotta start saying no to some people. Melissa says, I feel better when I write it down and then I'm able to check it off. Yes, there's something about lists and checking things off. That's why I love the list book, because when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I just want to write it all down. I want to write it down. It feels good to bubble it in. You can feel like a failure if you didn't get any of it done, but the goal here is to be more productive. So sometimes getting your to-do list out could help you go, you're way too ambitious, dude. You need to chill on the ideas, and you need to start doing some of these things, or you need to give them up. And learning to give things up is a part of being productive, honestly. Summer says, I make a list almost daily. I sometimes put simple things in just so I can check them off, like take a shower. Yes, and even getting in the rhythm and releasing the endorphins of accomplishment and checking things off is going to help you release good, happy feelings. And when you're good and happy, you're going to be extremely more productive. So working out is going to help you do that. Checking things off your list is going to help you do that. Keeping a tidy home, which I am not a minimalist, but I am getting more minimal every single year. And guys, it has helped me be so much more productive. Getting rid of stuff and not having things to manage or take care of has been insane. So using this printable can help you with that too. I would say I'd come out with a printable minimalist planner, but honestly, you guys can use these printables to work towards those steps. It took me about 5 years to get to the point where I could keep my house clean. So if you guys ever want tips and tricks on that, I was really bad at it, and now I'm pretty good at it, but I'm still not the best at it. But love the explanation of how you use your notebooks or journals or planners or whatever term. So I just may give the printables a good look and give them a try. Yeah, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You can definitely live your life in this thing, in the Bujo, if you want to. I just this year decided, girl, you're busy. You need something else. And honestly, I do a lot of digital. Let me just explain this too. For my family calendar, we use Google Calendar. I literally convinced someone the other day. I have my reasons, and I'm like, I am sticking to it. This is why they're tried and true. We use Google Calendar. Even if you use Apple Calendar or you have an Apple, get the Google Calendar and share it with your entire family. If your kids are old enough to have their own phones, get them a Google Calendar and share it and color code your family ASAP, and that's their color for the rest of their life. But basically, the family calendar needs to be digital and shared so that you don't have to call them every time and be like, do we have something on this date? You can look at the calendar. Dustin and I actually use it as like a mine trumps yours because I got it on the calendar first. Sometimes, obviously, like if it was like, oh, I can reschedule that, then it's different. But family, Google Calendar. And I believe in that Google Calendar app because, and someone told me it was like too overwhelming because you can see everything in your face. But then I was like, the Apple Calendar just shows you dots. I wish I had my phone, but you guys are on it. You open it up, and if you have something on your Apple Calendar, it shows up as a dot. So you literally see the calendar spread with a dot on every single day, which is overwhelming because it shows you're extremely busy. But when you open up the Google Calendar and you go, oh no, that's just dropping my kids off at school and picking them up. That's a rhythm. That's not really like something that's overwhelming me. You can visually see it all. And the sooner your brain can kind of adapt to that. I also believe in using only pastel colors, not super bright colors on your calendars. Tiffany, like we have a spreadsheet and Tiffany's is so bright and I'm like, wow, I'm glad that works for you. For me, I need to see, that's why I'm using pastel colors this year. When your brain gets overwhelmed by visuals, but you need it organized and compartmentalized, I compartmentalize it with, she says, all the colors for me. I'm all about the colors too, but and Dustin's the same exact way. He does our budget and I can't even look at it because it's like, he uses neon colors on the budget. And I'm like, I can't look at that. I have to really let my brain adjust to that one. So I like soft visual reminders. So pastels, that's why I really like just using black pen and then highlighting with a pastel color. Guys, I overthink everything, but at the same time, there's method to my madness. And there's a reason why I've been sometimes I'm like, how did you build a really big company or it's a small business, but it's getting bigger. And you're like, how did you get here? It's because your brain literally has been doing this since you were 12 and you just don't know how to not plan to be productive. So colors, yes, colors are great. Bright colors in your face when you're trying to be productive sometimes can be a little overwhelming. So spreadsheets are amazing. And when you we actually, as my team, the Auntie Tay team, we were trying out Asana. We were trying out, what else? We tried so many business productivity things and we just all couldn't get behind it. I finally just made an Apple spreadsheet, shared it with my whole team, and I kind of let them do their own things on there. If something works for them that doesn't work for me, they can do that in their spreadsheet. But I was everything's compartmentalized, everything's color coded, but on my spreadsheet, it's gonna be pastels. On Tiff's, it's gonna be bright, and then everyone else can be how they are, whatever works for them. So it's just finding what works for you. And I call it the Hobby Lobby method because Hobby Lobby is a huge company, but when you shop there, they literally manually put in their coupon codes and they have this old school system and it works for them. And they have their little printout that they know what's on sale, and they look at it and they just print it out. Nothing is automated. You as an employee have to know what is on sale, and then you know paper crafts are on sale. Add the 50% off code. Everything is simple, and it changes on Saturdays. Like, it's just simple, and it's beautiful, and it works. And to me, I'm like, you are a really big company, and you could have like top of the line POS system, but you have this old school dinosaur computer that works perfect. Did their coupons work? No. But do they have coupons anymore? No. So it still works for them. Okay. My printable's here. My planner is here for all of you guys. The link is in the description. I also added the link to my Amazon store, which has all the other doodads. My printable sticker paper is Shop Auntie Tay. If you're a member, you get 20% off. If you're a business member, you get 30% off. And you can also use that on these, even though these are on sale. What? Oh, I thought you said. Okay, so there's that. I know you guys have probably seen it, and I'll just add it at the end of this video. I will do a whole, did you just pop in here? I didn't even see you. I was looking down. Hi. You can say hi.
Hi.
You're not in there anymore.
Hi. There's a squirrel in our backyard.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
What else was I saying? Oh, I added mock-ups and magical mock-ups, but I will have a fun new video and everything about mock-ups. Do you have to seal the sticker paper? No, not if you're using it in like a planner or anything like that. If you want to make it waterproof, you can use our laminate and overlay it with laminate and then cut it. Yes, she is getting so big. So grown up, they said. I know it's cute to say you're getting big when you're little, and then when you're big, you're like, I'm not big, guys. Can you show us how you decorate the January 2022 first page in the Bujo? Yes, I showed it, but I will show it again because I know that it's a little overwhelming, and I did it rainbow. So I don't know if you guys are for that, but basically what I do is I go in with pencil. Pencil, pencil, pencil is your friend. And then when you lock it down, then you can go in, and I'm using the Le Pen Marvy pens. Obsessed with these pens. Even in my black, I'm using it in the Marvy now. And I love this. So a pencil and Marvy pens are where it's at this year for me. And then that's what I did. I kind of explained it in the middle of this video, so you can go in and look at that and how I did that. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I'm new to the rainbow, like in my bullet journal. I kind of like the colors on the outside and black simple on the inside with stickers, but I'm pushing myself to another level of difference. I'm using pencil and Post-its. It's been really helpful. That's also another thing I wanted to share with you. I really love, I find these at Tuesday morning often, but these little pieces of paper by, I believe they're by Heidi Swap. Her kits are always at Tuesday morning, and you can get like all these cute little papers. And sometimes I'll just jot, like, what is this? It says, I don't even know what, well, it's gone now. I just jot like little reminders on these, and I'll washi tape them in instead of sticky notes, or I will put a picture over them when I'm done and keep it in my planner. I just like those pieces of paper. And then I love like this size paper too, because if you want to do like a cute note or have somebody write something, or I don't know, I just really like this size paper, and I tape them into my planner, and I just like those a lot. Those are things I use a lot. I have tons of stickers, but I'm kind of over stickers because I have so many, so I think I'm going to minimalize my stickers too, because I think it's just a lot to have so many stickers. All right. Is that enough? What?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Tuesday morning closed in the Midwest. So sad. Oh no. That's not a tragedy, but it's sad. Okay. I'm going to get going. I'll see you guys next week, but I am going to hopefully try to do some live crafting my Christmas presents with you guys if I'm making anything for anyone. But I really have a lot on my to-do list for other things too, so I can't promise you guys. But I do have a lot of filming in the works, let me just tell you that. So do you have a recipe set? I believe we have a recipe printable, but I don't know if it's up right now, because I take things down that I wasn't really extremely excited about, and then someone always asks like, where's that? I was like, I wasn't excited about it, but I'll put it back up there. have a good week. All right, I will try to go live crafting. If not, I will be live a lot in the next year, I promise. Over 100 watching and only 40 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys on Monday, if not sooner. And follow me in my stories. I've been sharing a lot on Instagram stories lately, trying to do more behind the scenes. Oh, Tiffany's taking over my stories tomorrow too. She's gonna be talking about pixie dust and showing you guys all of our old colors. And she wants to get some polls from you guys and remind you what colors were or introduce you to them if you've never seen them before. All right, love you guys. Bye. You want a squirrel? Too bad I can't have a squirrel.